Hi everybody. I'm making this video today to get to the heart of those vague sensations that can arise when you start to embark upon any kind of self-inquiry. And it can be through meditation, it can be through a counselor, it can be through energy work, medicine work, doesn't matter. But all of these things are designed to get to the core of us and start to pull stuff to the surface so that we can start to examine it, and so that these things that exist in our subconscious don't rule our life without us having any agency over it. So when we get into the initial stages of this work, a lot of the time, or we get home from a retreat or these sorts of things, we can have these sensations that arise in the body. And it can feel like nausea in the belly. It can feel like it's really difficult to breathe. It can feel like I feel crazy. It can feel like, an intense amount of tension or anger and irritability. We don't really know. Sometimes we do, but sometimes it's just like I feel like I'm being controlled by this and it's coming up, but I don't know what to do with it. And the most difficult part is like not really getting to be able to pinpoint what is it that's being stirred up and brought to the surface. So I make these videos for people that are interested in self-inquiry and interested in medicine work in the terms of energy work. So what I want to share today is a technique that was shared with me years ago, and it's a way to access emotions that can be hidden, emotions that can be there but not quite understood or accessed at that time. So what I have here is a piece of paper that's got a whole list of emotions and their antonym. You could say like an uncomfortable emotion, like hate. Obviously that's not what we want to be swimming in all the time, and its opposite, love. So we've got the emotion that we're working with, and then its antonym. So you can see, if I hold this up, maybe, you can see like rage, sorrow, feeling disconnected, lack of purpose. It goes on, and I have 2 columns of this. And so basically what I do is I turn on my hands energetically. And for those of you who've been following, you know how to do this now, but if you don't, please refer to the older videos that I made about learning to sense energy with your hands, number 1 and 2. And this will teach you how to start to be able to sense energetic fields, sense chakras, sense things like emotions on a piece of paper. You can sense meridians on a piece of paper. You can do many, many, many things once your hands start to become awakened. And everyone can do this. Everyone has this ability. We're all built the same. It's just we need to learn how to turn it on. So, for example, if I were to take this piece of paper and I hold my hand up and I say, what is causing me to feel super uncomfortable in my front solar plexus? Why not? Okay, so then I would scan down the sheet and I'm going to run my fingertips over every single different energy. And I'm going to go down the chart until I feel a pushback. Okay. So I look, and here it says, okay, I have irritability. It could be self-pity. It could be lack of forgiveness. There's many, many on here. And at the end of the video, I'm going to put a link on there so that if you're interested in receiving this sheet, I can send it to you. So basically, let's say for today, yes, I've picked disappointment. Okay, so there's a huge amount of disappointment about something in my belly. This is a stepping stone. Now you can say, okay, where is disappointment sitting in my life? Where's disappointment sitting in my relationships? Where's disappointment up for me right now? And this gives you a place to start and to start to look at all the different avenues of your life. Is it in my work? Is it in my day-to-day routine? Is it with my kids? Is it with my finances? Is it with how I look? How I'm expressing myself to the world? There's many, many avenues of our life. But at least I have a place to start instead of having this vague discomfort and I don't know what's happening. So I've been using this sheet. It may seem hokey to some people, but I've been using this for years. And many times I work with clients on opposite continents, and I'll do the scanning work and energy work and have them, or I'll call them afterwards or do a message after and say, okay, hey, why is this lack of sincerity sitting in your solar plexus? What's this about? And right away they'll go, oh my God, I'm really unhappy in my job and I feel like I have to put on a face, or in a relationship I have to put on a face. And again, it's a stepping stone. But hundreds of times I've done this and gone over with people and it's the same. It's like, yeah, that is there. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for acknowledging that. And it works because as energetic beings on this planet, we're all connected. We're all one. And if that person gives you that energetic permission, there's no distance between us. We can tap into something. So again, if you are interested in receiving this sheet, I'll put a link at the bottom so that you can send me a message via my website and I'll send it to you. And also too, if you're interested in seeing more of these videos, please subscribe so you can be notified when I do make more videos when I get around to it. But thank you so much for tuning in and have a wonderful day.